How do we practice giving and receiving unconditional love? So here's what's interesting. We're taught, those of us with values and ethics or sanskaras would be told, that giving is more important than receiving. Right? To give is the most important thing. So many cultures, so many values, Indian culture in particular, is really rooted in giving. This is true for everything except love. Because turns out I actually cannot give love unconditionally until I'm able to experience it in myself. I cannot give it because I don't have it. So my intention may be very pure. I might want to love you unconditionally. But as long as I'm not able to love myself, I'm actually not able to give you that. And so love has to be something where no matter how selfless we want to be, how spiritual we want to be, what great givers we want to be, we have to start with ourselves. And when we talk about loving ourselves unconditionally, it's important that we recognize that what we're loving unconditionally is the capital S self. It's the core of who we are. It's the soul. It's the spirit. It's the essence. It's consciousness. It is love. I may not love the fact that I'm addicted to smoking, and I shouldn't love that. I may not love the fact that I'm an alcoholic. I may not love the fact that I beat my children, and I shouldn't love any of those things. And the path is not, how can I love the fact that I hit my kids? How can I love the fact that I'm an alcoholic? How can I love the fact that I have a temper? But what the practice of unconditional love says is, all of these things that I do stem out of my inability to see myself, to understand myself, and to love myself. When I don't love myself and I feel empty, hence I drink alcohol. I'm trying to fill myself up. I'm numbing myself. I'm escaping. When I feel empty, I need you to act in a certain way in order for me to feel okay. When you do, I'm great. When you don't, I'm furious. Hence, that's where my anger comes from. And to understand that all of these things that I do, while they are not right at all and should be changed, they stem not because I'm a bad person, not because I'm evil at the core or dark at the core, but they stem because I haven't yet seen. They stem because I'm living behind a veil. And when I'm really able to see myself first, what I see is consciousness. What I see is divinity. What I see is love. And yeah, this body, this vehicle has been through a lot. It's had a lot of challenges. A lot of things have happened to it that have created patterns of ignorance in my own mind. When I allow those patterns of ignorance to run my show, I act in ways that I later regret. When I allow those patterns of ignorance to run my show, I feel about myself in a way that's not true. So, let's say I was abused as a child. Well, when we're abused as a child, the message we get is, you deserve it. There's something wrong. Usually that's what we're told verbally anyway. You're bad, that's why I'm hurting you. If you were a good girl, I wouldn't be hurting you. But even if they don't say it verbally, the message is clear. I've done something wrong. I am wrong. therefore I deserve it. It's only decades later with a lot of therapy or a great guru that we realize, oh, wait, it wasn't about me. It was about them. Oh my God, I didn't do something wrong. I was just a kid. It was their mistake. But that's not what runs in the patterns in our mind. What runs in the patterns of our mind is this ignorance of, I'm wrong, I'm bad, I'm dark. Otherwise, they wouldn't have to be hitting me. Otherwise, they wouldn't have to hurt me. Otherwise, this situation wouldn't happen. My best friend wouldn't have died. My sister wouldn't have died. My mother wouldn't have died. We get these patterns in our mind when we're young that literally blame ourselves for everything. There's a way of thinking that children do called magical thinking. And it's just an aspect of child development. And what it is that we think that we have power over everything. It's a beautiful phase of life. We really think I can do anything. Look, I cry, mom comes, there's a breast in my mouth, it's all good. The universe is in my hands. And in this magical thinking child brain, we really feel like everything that happens is because of us. So even if it's not something directly to us, it's not that we've actually been abused or been told something, but just something bad happens. One of our siblings passes away, a parent passes away, our parents get divorced. The house burns down. In the child's mind, they're the ones to blame. So we actually move through this world with patterns in our mind of ignorance that prevent us from loving ourselves. Because even though I've grown up to be a CEO or I founded this NGO and we feed 5 million people in Africa every day. So objectively, everybody, thinks I'm wonderful and I've gotten these awards, but inside, I still don't feel worthy. Because it's patterns that are so deep that have nothing to do with what I'm doing today and everything to do with this subconscious patterning. And so today, when it's about receiving love, first we have to understand who we are is divine. And all of the rest of it is ignorance. Doesn't mean we're bad. Ignorance does not translate as yet another person saying you're stupid. So it's not that you walk out of here, yeah, see, I knew I was stupid and she just told me I'm stupid. And it's the ignorance of the mind and the ego that says, I am this body, I am what's happened to it, that's absorbed all of the messages of our culture, of marketing, of our parents, of everything that's happened to us. The sum total of that message is, you're not worthy. You're not good enough. Why can't you be like your brother? Why can't you be like your sister? When I was your age, we've all got a different way that message went into us. But the end result is the same. You're not good enough. You're not worthy. And that's what needs to be broken first. And now here's the beautiful thing that happens between that and loving you unconditionally. The minute I'm able to actually love myself, I'm sitting here experiencing love. Something that I always thought I needed someone else to give me. Something I was always looking for outside. Well, now here I am, sitting alone, experiencing love. And what that teaches me directly and instinctively and experientially and automatically is, I don't need you to behave in a certain way or speak in a certain way or do something so that I can feel okay. And the minute I can let that go, then I'm actually able to love you unconditionally. Because as long as I need you to be a certain way in order for me to feel okay, then I cannot love you unconditionally. You bring me flowers, you bring me chocolate, cook me nice meals, tell me I'm beautiful, wait on me hand and foot. I love you. It's great. Stop doing that. Well, it no longer feels so great. And if I don't have a source of that love within me, I'm going to be really angry at you. I'm not going to be able to articulate it like that, because chances are I'm not aware of it like that. But what I know is I no longer love you. Well, it's not that. It's that you're no longer filling the parts of me that are holes. I need to be told I'm beautiful. You told me I'm beautiful. Now I'm good. You stopped telling me I'm beautiful. Now I'm stuck with this hole. I don't feel happy. I blame that on you because you used to make me happy. So my love is conditional. But the minute I'm not dependent on that, because I love myself, I certainly hope you love me also. Because then it just multiplies. I mean, it's so much greater to love lots of people and feel love from lots of people than just from yourself. But we no longer need it. You know, it's like if you go out to eat with a bunch of friends and you're eating food like Indian food or any type of Asian food usually, where it's people share. Western food tends to be like your plate separate, your plate separate, your plate separate. But most, whether it's Indian or Thai or Chinese, most of it is they just bring out lots of bowls on the table and everybody sort of takes a little bit here, a little bit there. Now, I could have my own food. Already, I've ordered something. But if I'm sitting at a table with you all, isn't it so much more fun to also have a bite of yours and a bite of yours and a taste of that, and to say to you, oh, you've got to have a spoonful of this. It's so good. But then if you say to me, no, I don't want it. I don't like sog. I'm okay with that because, see, I've got a plate of food in front of me. Or I say to you, oh, I want to taste your gobi. And you say, oh, no, I don't want to share my gobi with you. Okay. I'm okay because I've got a plate full of food. But if I were starving and my plate were empty and I needed your cauliflower to live, I wouldn't be able to take the no, I don't want to give you any cauliflower so easily. Our plate has to be full first. Only then can I love you even when you refuse to give me cauliflower.